Earlier today, I spoke with Artur Shevchenko. Just days ago, he and his family were able to escape a long, difficult drive to Western Ukraine. Artur, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Hi, thank you for having me.
You were in Mariupol as recently as 3 days ago, and where you were living, was there shelling going on where you were?
Yeah. Like we were in the shelter for like 2 weeks on the same spot, and I was able to sleep only like 5 hours per day because every morning starting from the 5 a.m. Shelling was started. It was constant shelling, and it started from the suburbs of the city, and day by day it was hitting the center of the city, all of the districts. So it was terrible. Yeah, I even got some like remains of the missile from like maybe 1 or 2 meters from my window of my shelter.
And you were living there with your family, your extended family. What was it like getting food and water?
It was impossible to get some food because there were no like zero working shops. All shops were like robbed because we had no food, and we had only like natural springs from some parts of the city just to get some water.
And describe for us in a little bit more detail how you were feeling and your family and other people there while all of this was going on. What was the mood?
We were hoping that Ukraine will win, or some negotiations will start and something the war will be stopped. But when we lost our electricity, there were 3 or 4 days without any connection to internet, and we were sitting just under the shelling, and we didn't know what was happening, like who is winning, and it was really terrible.
And what was it like getting out of the city? What's that journey like?
Well, like three days ago, we jumped into the car and we ran out of the city. It was that day. I remember a lot of cars, like thousands of cars. If I'm not mistaken, that day maybe 3 or 4 thousands of cars left the city at the morning. It was terrible traffic under the shelling. It was a seaside of the city, and we were driving, and we hear a lot of rockets just flying over us.
And as you got further west, did it get safer or did you feel in danger the whole time?
Well, honestly, I like before the interview, like before, I heard some noise from the street, and I was just a little bit worried what's happening here. Yeah, but where I'm now, it's safer, a lot safer. But at this moment, Ukraine is not a safe place for Ukrainian citizen, and it is really bad.
And Artur, one last question. What's next for you and your family?
Well, we will stay here, I guess. We will hope that this war will end, and I want to say that like all of our country is really happy and appreciate all of this, all of the efforts of the West.
I so appreciate that you've stayed up late to speak with us tonight, and I wish you and your family safety.
Thank you.